Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Let me go ahead and call our February 5th meeting of the Housing Authority of Travis County to order at 9:30 a.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Chair Yoshi,
Present.
Vice Chair Brown,
Present.
Commissioner Faber,
Present.
Commissioner Roberts,
Present.
and Commissioner King.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Full house. Love to see it. And now we have public forum citizen communication. Has anyone signed up to speak?
No, ma'am.
We are going to move on to agenda item 4 and return to agenda item 3 a little later. But so moving on to consent agenda, which is just the approval of the minutes for the January 14th annual meeting.
I move that we approve the meeting minutes for January 14th.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? The consent agenda is approved by unanimous voice vote. Moving on to item number 5, discussion items, and we start with the resident spotlight.
Yes, we are fortunate to be able to highlight and bring to your attention some of the accomplishments of one of our former residents. So I'm turning this over to Christine, to Victoria. Joanne, I'm sorry, I'm just pointing in the back. Joanne Lopez, long-time employee with the organization, is going to lead us through this part of the presentation. Joanne, would you mind coming up to the front so they can really see you and hear you?
Sure.
If you don't mind. There's a mic. Well, there's not a mic. I'm sorry. There's a recorder up front, but yeah, all the way up to the front. Yeah. Thank you, Joanne.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You get the front row. Have a seat.
A little bit further.
You can
Yeah.
sit down.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tamiko Richardson actually poured it in right before or right during the time of COVID. She called, she was panicking, ready to move to Texas and move into work, do the paperwork with the Housing Authority of Travis County. She was in a panic, like I said, and I said, hey, turn in your paperwork, send me the supporting documents. We can make this work by Friday. I think I talked to her on a Wednesday. And we were about to close for the COVID time, and she moved in. She was successful. She just sent an email last month, I think, stating that she wanted to be removed from the program. Her kids graduated, and she's just been a awesome client and wanted to provide this voucher to another family in need.
Oh, wow.
And let it go.
Wow. That's awesome.
So we have a little. Go ahead, Christine. Yeah. So we have a little clip.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And she's actually online. She's actually online. Sorry.
Oh.
Can you make her a little larger? Or no. No, Kevin. No?
Not with the screen.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I'm just looking for the slide. Good morning. First of all, thank you to the Housing Authority, Travis County Community and Board. Thank you for allowing me for this opportunity and to share my story with you. I would like to first start off with letting you guys know I relocated from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was actually on a Wednesday when I spoke to Miss Joanne. I'm excited and eager to get to the state of Texas, which we know at that time the entire world was shutting down. She expressed to me if I can get here by Friday and sign my documents, she can for sure guarantee to get the ball rolling to assist me with placement of housing in the state of Texas for me and my children. So immediately, I rented a small rental car that would take the least gas to get me and my two oldest children here. We drove about 17 hours. I made it to the office shy of like maybe 15 minutes within my appointment from the highway straight to her office. It was an amazing experience, just having her support and transitioning all the way here. I was able to secure housing, and I started my job. I moved here June 5th. I started working June 18th for the company that I'm currently with, which is Charter Communications. I've received so much support from Miss Joanne. She has been a true liaison through this whole transition. You guys have a rare jewel on your team. In regards to the stability that I've secured, if you wouldn't mind going to the next slide, you'll see my oldest daughter. Her name is Hollywood. She graduated in 2021 from Vista Ridge High School. She currently just enrolled in ACC in a phlebotomy class. The little girl that's on the screen right now, her name is Duhana Curry. She is an AAU track star runner, and she is currently going to school at Henry Middle School. She graduated from Reed Elementary. Next slide, please. And this is my oldest son. His name is Heine Richardson. He graduated with honors and chords from Vista Ridge High School. He's currently enrolled in ACC in an art program. He's received a full ride. Not only through the school, but also the housing complex that we lived in. They offered scholarships. So Cedar Park Townhomes, I just want to give them a shout out for their amazing program to help under low income families get through schooling. So he did receive 3 scholarships from the community housing with the Cedar Park Townhomes. Next slide, please.
That's the last slide.
That's the last slide. Okay. So maybe I didn't get it in there, but I also have a 11-year-old. His name is DeJuan Curry Jr. He just recently won a world championship for a flag football and was nominated offensive player of the game. So continue to listen out for the last name Curry. I'm excited on what my children are doing in the sport arena. When I transitioned here, I was making $16.50 with Charter Communications. I currently was grossing about $34,000. Now I'm grossing close to $65,000. And I just felt like God has opened so many doors in this transition for me. And some people get on the program and they stay stagnant and don't want to elevate or take advantage and use it what it's for. And God said, it's time. It's your time. It's time to give it to another mother. And that's just what I did. I was obedient. I listened and I reached out to Miss Joanne. And I just want to bless another mother, because if it can do for me, it can do for someone else if you use the program in the right way. I currently now am living in a 4-bedroom home, 4.5 bathroom, and it's just a blessing. It's just been a truly, truly great experience. I can just honestly say that it provided me the stability I needed to get myself in alignment to make a better path for me and my children. So I'm forever grateful for the program. If I could share one thing to a mother or a family, is to don't give up, trust the process, and trust God in everything you do. I thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, that was awesome, and it's so encouraging. I think that, so many others could actually hear what you've gone through and be inspired. So it was an inspiration to me just to hear how well things are going for you and your children. And they've been successful. It sounds like each and every one of your kids on the honor roll. So, that's a tribute to you as a mom in raising them and showing them that there are other options. So congratulations to you and your family. And I also want to throw in a plug. I am the chairman of the AKA Association for Community Development Foundation, and we too have a scholarship that is going to be a scholarship opportunity that's going to be posted in at the beginning of March. So I will share that with Cora so she can share it with members of the Housing Authority. And I encourage you to take advantage of those opportunities as well. Look for scholarships. And, you know, people thrive on seeing young students, you know, who are actually looking to improve their lives and to do something great. And they will sponsor that. So please be on the lookout for that scholarship as well.
Thank you so much. And lastly, if anyone's looking to purchase a home in Williamson County, I've also became a licensed realtor in the state of Texas. So I just wanted to say, I didn't put in my slide, but I'm so
great.
grateful I was able to pass that test. And that is a true perseverance moment for me. I've been fighting for my real estate license since 2018, and I just tell you guys the peace that I've gained coming here. When I moved here, Milwaukee was #3 murder capital of the world, so it has been amazing to have that peace that my children can ride their bikes down the street, that I don't have to toss and turn and wonder if I'm going to get that call. I know it's violence everywhere, but where we are currently located, God put us in the right place at the right time. So thank you again so much, everyone. I really appreciate you. And Miss Joanne, you're stuck with me. I still will email you from time to time just to say hi.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Joanne.
Tamika.
That's a testament to you and your dedication. So we appreciate that as well.
It really is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys have a blessed day.
That's right.
You too.
That brings us to B. I don't know how you follow up after.
Yeah.
But it's CEO, Executive Director report.
Yeah, we'll start with voucher programs with Christina.
So I think that one of the first topics on my slide is having to do with providing more housing. So we're wrapping up the purging of our waiting list. As you know, we had about approximately 400 people on there from the 2022 wait list. Brittany, our receptionist, has been helping me purge that wait list. We are down to under 100 now. And we will finalize those numbers. We're sending out removal notices, giving that second opportunity to come in and report if they want to stay on the waiting list. So we're wrapping that up now in February to be able to send out more offers for voucher as soon as our shortfall is lifted. We still haven't had word from HUD that that's lifted just yet. I'm also in the works, also anticipating with leasing more people, with the FUP program, working with the partners to develop a better MOU. The one we have is really outdated, something that we definitely need to work on. So we can have a plan in place so we can house those family unification program participants. There's about 30 vouchers there that still need to be utilized just in that project. And then we are planning our transition to a new software. So it's a little bit of a headache, but we will do it and hopefully have a better software system. Looking like a live launch date in June for all the staff to have access to the new system. So we're working on that right now. Those are my focuses for the month of February.
So what does the software do for you? How would it?
So it's improved. So we right now our software is on the server, so it takes up a lot of time and space and a lot of time for things to come up for us. And so now we're not going to have it on server; it's going to be on the cloud. So
Okay.
yeah, free up a lot of server problems.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Christina?
So
Okay, we'll move on to affordable housing. With Carlos and Kim from Carlton.
Hi, good morning.
good morning.
We're gonna do things a little bit different. We're gonna, go back and forth between Kim and I, and we'll start off with Eastern Oaks.
Good morning. So Eastern Oaks, as of December 31st, we were 97% occupied. We are now today 100% occupied. These numbers here have changed. This is effective as of December 31st, and as of the end of January, I have new numbers for you. So our total delinquent as of January 31st is 3,263. The current amount was 2,051. 30 days out is $4,443. 60 days is $218. That is our outstanding as of January 31st. So big difference from.
Yep.
Any questions? Awesome. I wanted to give you guys a couple of updates on what's going on around the properties themselves. Starting off with Eastern Oaks, we're still currently developing the phase-out plan for the first quarter of 2026 regarding the Inspire. We're finishing that up, and then we'll get coordinated with Carlton so that we can get maintenance involved in that project as well. The 2026 OCAP has already been sent out to HUD for pre-approval, so we're in line. May 1st is going to be the effective date of the 2026 OCAP, so we won't have any delays going forward. Also, we've been dealing with the winter, right? Months. It's been cold this past month, so we've been sending out notices to residents. We've been prepping up the properties as well. And then, during the town hall meetings, we've also been helping the residents, keep them updated with, giving them reminders of what to do in their apartments, right? Those types of things. And then we're also replacing all the gutters over at Eastern Oaks. We're currently, again, developing that scope of work. Hopefully by the beginning of first or the second quarter, we're gonna already get, bids out and start working on that project as well. Any questions? Perfect. And we're gonna just give you guys a quick little update regarding those work orders there.
So we have, for the month of December, we had 12 work orders, and they're all completed.
Any questions?
What were they like?
So we had some, couple with the light bulb out of the refrigerators, doors and locks. I think we had a couple where we needed to change the locks out. And just AC filters, toilet flappers, that type of thing. Just really minor stuff. Just everyday wear and tear items.
And we'll move on to Summit Oaks.
So as of December 31st, our total delinquent is $5,433. Current is $3,696. 30 days is $1,560. 60 days is $177. We are currently 92% occupied at the moment with 2 vacant units.
Any questions?
How quickly do you usually turn over units?
It will take, so we work off of a wait list. So we just kind of go through the wait list and mark them off as we go. Turnover time is about 7 to 10 days as far as make ready, depending on condition and everything like that.
Great.
And it takes a couple weeks to process the application to go through.
Get someone in.
We got tax credit and RAD, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Awesome. So for Summit Oaks, we did had a TDHCA monitoring review back in August of 2025. We did submitted all of the corrections that they required. It's finally been accepted. We're back in compliance regarding that as well. So same thing as with Eastern Oaks, we're developing that phase-out plan again. So first quarter, the second quarter of this year, we're going to go ahead and speak with Carlton, and we'll get the maintenance guys out there and working on those as well. The 2026 OCAV, again, has already been submitted, so we're just waiting for HUD's approval so that we can start implementing May 1st. Same deal with all the properties. We've been preparing them for the winter months. Obviously, they're still ongoing, so we'll keep reminding them as well. Same thing as Eastern Oaks, we're going to be replacing all the gutters there as well. So the second quarter of this year, we'll be getting out those bids out and hopefully completing it by the end of the second quarter. Any questions? Awesome.
So work orders for Summit Oaks we had 10 work orders, consisting of, I think we could do a couple of sink replace or plumbing faucet replacements, AC filters, and maybe replace out an electrical outlet.
Any questions?
Any questions?
We'll move on to Alexander Oaks.
Alexander Oaks is currently 94% occupied with 3 vacant. Our current delinquency is, as of January 31st, is 15,962. Current is 6,135. 30 days is 4,104. 60 days is 5,723. That consists of 16 residents, a couple full rents, and then some small balances. And we are setting appointments, or we have been setting appointments to do payment plans, resources, just everything that we can to catch up.
I thought we were working on getting that down and trying to get those people started earlier before they get to those large amounts.
We do have a couple people that are kind of avoiding us, and we need to do the recertification. So we're working towards that. So some of that is that balance. And we actually had one at Eastern that came forward yesterday and finally got working through the research process. So some of that is research that we need to, they're not complying. So we're sending that final notice, and then they're starting to come in. So it's a process, yes.
Any other questions? Awesome. So same deal with Alexander Oaks. As you know, Alexander and Summer are combined as one property as the project itself with HUD. Same deal with them. The TDACA already reviewed the documents and accepted them, so we're back in compliance as well. I know I'm repeating myself quite a bit, but same deal with them as far as the phase-out plan. The OCAP has already been sent back to HUD, so we're just waiting approval for implementation for May 1st. Just making sure that we're having all the residents ready for this winter until it gets time to get done. Luckily, we have had issues throughout the property, so that's great. And then, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and replace those gutters out in the second quarter of this year as well. Any questions?
So for the month of December, we had 16 work orders. One of them is reflecting not completed, it is now completed. It was we had to order a cargo refrigerator.
So what we're talking about appliance replacements, are we making progress and deciding how to do it and who gets it and
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's actually for Maynardtown itself, and I'll be speaking a little bit more about that in there. Who gets Maynard, but I can give you a brief update if you'd like.
Okay, all right. Is there a need for any other property other than Maynard?
As of right now, no. Just
Okay.
Maynard.
Okay. Okay.
So as you recall, we did the substantial rehab that started in like 2016. So none of the appliances are older than 7 years old. I mean, obviously I think we've been problematic with like microwaves and such, and then one, on a case by case basis. But I mean, wholesale replacement, we did a substantial amount. I mean, for all the rehab that we've done, in each case, the appliances have been replaced. So,
Okay.
other than Maynard, obviously, as mentioned, it's probably the only one that obviously it still needs to, that we're in the process of taking care of. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other questions, Alexander Oaks?
One other question.
Yes, ma'am.
At one point we were doing, I can't remember the last time we did an audit of the property. When's the next audit scheduled?
We haven't scheduled it for this year. Now, it's going to be an Inspire inspection. That's what it's going to be. So what we're doing is just getting ready, let's say, for a physical inspection, either HUD or the TDACA to come out. Although the TDACA already came out last year, we did get a good score. So we may not even see them for about 3 years or so. But we're going to continue doing these routine inspections on a yearly basis.
Good. Okay, great. Thank you. Sometimes I forget so many
Yeah.
different things, but
Yes,
thank you for the update.
Of course. Moving on to Carson Creek.
Carson Creek is 94% occupied. We have one vacant. Delinquent rent is 0.
Oh, wow. So they're happy.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think the organization did a fantastic job with renovating those properties.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If no questions related to that, I mean, there's really not much updates regarding Carson Creek itself. As you know, it's been recently renovated. We haven't had an audit since November of 2025. Those audits are on a yearly basis, so we'll see them roughly around November or so. Just like all the other properties, though, we're just keeping them updated, making sure that they're prepared for the winter, for all these cold season. Yeah.
And for the month of December, we had 2 work orders, and it was heat calls.
Okay.
Very simple.
And those are both resolved?
Yes, yes. Any other questions? Okay, we can move on to Manor. Manor is currently 67% occupied, 11 vacants, and the current delinquency is 1,515. Well, that's total delinquency and current. There is no 30 days or 60 days, and consists of 3 residents, which we're working with right now.
Are those, how soon will those others be ready for leasing?
They are, we have like 6 ready now. We're working the files to get them pushed through, and we're expecting move-ins any day as the files get completed or approved through compliance.
So just to piggyback off of that, so those are 11 vacant units out of those, and I was going to speak a little bit later with this capital improvement projects, but since we're on the topic, 9 of them have already been completed. Okay, so they're pretty much ready to go. I think if anything, we're just waiting for the final clean on a couple of the units so that they can be fully ready for move-in. We are starting on those other 2 vacant units. They recently became vacant. Of yesterday, and we're giving him 30 days to complete those renovations.
Great.
Thank you.
How long have you owned Manor?
Since 2002.
Okay, so you just went through a big rehab of it
We're going through the rehab
right now, right?
Yes,
Awesome,
ma'am.
that's great.
Yes, we're starting with the vacant units, and then we're going to start moving into those occupied units shortly after. We've already notified the residents about it as well. We're getting them prepped for it as well. So as soon as we're ready to tackle on those occupied units, we'll start also replacing appliances there as well. As far as the appliances, all the vacant units have new appliances already ordered, and if I'm not mistaken, they're already inside those units, just ready to be installed. On a case-by-case basis, on those occupied units, we have already replaced a couple of those appliances. So once we start digging into those and rehabbing the unit, we will only be replacing whatever the older appliances are already there.
Did we ever find a company that would accept the older units, the ones that you're
Yes, ma'am.
taking out?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Oh, good.
I don't remember the exact name. I know Brenda helped us out locate the company.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity. That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. Somebody could benefit from them, so better than throwing them away. That's great.
Yes, ma'am. Same thing, deal like with the other properties. Again, we're just continuing prepping them, getting them ready for any of these cold times that come. We're also finished off the the camera systems. All of the cameras are up and running now. They've all been installed. Everything's working out just perfectly fine there as well. And then I know this may be something, I know Cora's been handling this project itself regarding the Ecoland design group, but they just recently had a meeting with them. And I know that they're going through the current selection process for that as well.
Did we ever get the stabilization taken care of, the foundation and et cetera?
Yeah, we haven't had any issues related to that yet since. But yes, we have, as of right now, stabilized the property.
And the residents who are currently there, when you go to rehab their units, will they be moved into some of the existing units that have been rehabbed, or how's that going to work?
So potentially, right? So if a resident does a request to be transferred to one that's already, let's say, rehabbed, potentially we could move them in there.
Okay.
Now what we're doing is asking the TDACA on their rules before we start, transferring these tenants so that we can
Right.
make sure and stay in compliance.
Yeah, the Uniform Relocation Act, is that, yeah. Okay.
Once we get further clarification from the TDHCA,
Got it.
any of the residents that have requested that will be transferred into those units. Now, those that don't and want to come back to their original unit, what we're going to be doing is temporarily relocating them to at another place.
Okay.
But we'll be helping or assisting throughout the entire process as well.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you'll be very happy with the rehab work at Manor. So we'll bring some pictures next
I
time.
was just
right?
gonna ask, can we?
Yeah, we'll do a video.
Tour?
In the spirit of what we typically have been doing,
beautiful.
well, we'll bring a video. You'll be very happy with the work. And then when the landscaping gets done, oh my gosh, yeah, you'll be very happy.
What about the parking lot?
What about it?
Did we upgrade that? Or do anything with that?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll just, since my name was put there, so we are doing a landscaping project. We have did bid selection, so we have picked a landscaper. We're signing the contract next week. So all of Manor 1 will see a brand new landscaping scheme with beautiful flowers. So it's going to look like a brand new facility. And regarding the parking lot, we are striping the parking lot. I said another word, so I won't say that in here. Striping the parking lot. But we also are putting speed bumps. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have a company come out there and put speed bumps just to see if that will slow down traffic going through. Yeah. But yeah, you'll see Manor 1 probably in the next 60 days will look totally different than what they have been. So lots of upgrades, lots of facelift going on with them as well. We're going to be looking at a new laundry facility for Manor 1. We're talking to an architect. We've already picked the location, so that should be happening in the next 90 days. So we definitely will do a video of the rehab. It's a complete top to bottom rehab with the units.
I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures.
Make sure the speed bumps are not those big ones.
They're actually going to speed humps, the ones that are movable. So they're not as
Yes.
they're not as
That's
substantial as far as what it does to your vehicle. So
I apologize, Texan. Speed.
well, the humps are movable.
Oklahoma, they're bumps.
Yeah, the bumps are asphalt that are permanent. And, yeah, that's it.
Well, you know, I'm
We
looking forward
get
to.
you acclimated.
Okay, try.
I'm looking forward to seeing the website updated. I think even just, I don't know if you were considering just a testimony by Mrs. Richardson, but that would just be awesome to showcase,
Yeah.
I think, on the website.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. If no other questions, we'll move on to the work orders.
So for the month of December, we had 8 work orders, and they're all completed.
And they were related to,
Electrical lighting, plumbing, preventative maintenance, that type of thing.
was the electrical lighting anything
It's
serious
just
or
like,
just?
so replacement of light bulbs would
Oh,
fall
okay.
under that.
That's nothing.
Yeah, just minor things. It's not anything major.
Do you have any more information on what the plumbing calls for service were?
It is more like the toilets, if they start to leak or run, we go in and do the flappers and stuff. And then I believe there was one toilet handle. And then sinks, aerators leaking, need gaskets, that type of thing. Maybe a leak underneath the sink.
But nothing major.
Nothing major, no ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's a flapper?
You know the little thing that
On the
raises
toilet.
up.
Raise it up?
He has one of those.
I was like, what?
He has a gold-plated one.
Those break a lot, I guess?
Well, they're rubber, so
Okay.
after a period of time.
Yeah. All right, just
I know this.
whatever. For clarification.
We're gonna get that gold-plated one out of your house.
Yeah, so if you hear your toilet running, that's what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
And definitely do it or your water bill will go up.
What an informative question. Any other questions on Maynardtown?
Perfect. We'll move on to Maynardtown 2, our last property.
Maynardtown 2 is currently 95% occupied with 1 vacant. Our current delinquency as of the end of January is $1,266. Current is 620, total is 1,266. Current is 622, 30-day is 622. It consists of one resident that we're assisting with right now. We're working through to help him.
Yes. If no questions, we're still waiting for the TDACA to approve our final construction deficiency, but everything's been corrected since, so we shouldn't be running into any issues. Again, all we're waiting is just for the official word from the TDACA, so we can just go ahead and move on. Again, we're just assisting the residents, reminding them of this winter months, as well as the projects that we were having there, their surveillance cameras, as well as the railings, all that has already been completed. Any questions?
So for the month of December, we had 5 work orders and really consisted of changing locks, light bulb, plumbing and bath. So plumbing and bath covers a lot, covers the area, anything with sinks, disposals, anything like that. So that's just more of like the toilet situation or leaky sinks or the aerators so the water flows better. So no replacements, nothing like that.
It better not be with this new property.
No.
Yeah, nothing like that.
No.
Any questions on meter 2?
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I have
Thank
an
you.
overall question,
Yes,
in a sense, is with the administration's new requirements and things, maybe you might have to answer.
You're talking about the residency
having
status?
some type of volunteer work or something of that nature. How is that going to affect us?
Patrick, this is Ben.
So we are ensuring that we're in compliance. We had 30 days to comply. Right now, we don't foresee any issues as it relates to that, but if so, we'll give you a synopsis of kind of where we are and what has transpired. But we'll do a little roll-up and provide that to the board. Because HCV was also impacted, obviously, as well, because obviously we have similar requirements. So we will give you sort of a overarching view of what is transpiring, what we've done, and how we are addressing the issue. We'll send that out.
And Carlos, we had no issues this past week with the heavy freeze or anything like that at any of the properties.
There's only been one, but it didn't affect the residents directly at any of the units. It was at the laundry room in Maynardstown 1. One of the pipes was frozen after everything thawed out. It busted, but it's since already been fixed.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, we got off pretty
Yes, ma'am.
easy.
We did.
So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
is there any refrigerant or cooling or heating in that room?
Not in that room particularly, but we do have portable heaters, and so we in the past we've placed heaters by the elevator room so that to make sure that it doesn't freeze and doesn't stay locked in. So what we're going to be doing moving forward is also going to be placing a portable heater in there so that we don't run into this issue down the line. And if not, then the years to come.
You can wrap it and then they have a blue hose pipe with the type of flexible as opposed to PVC or copper.
Okay.
You can replace it with that
Gotcha.
also.
Okay, we'll pass it on to maintenance so that they can take that into consideration.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
No.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, next will be finance with Subra.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we just ended our fiscal year end at December 31st, 2025. And right now I'm in the process of closing the books and the unaudited financials are due to HUD at the end of this month, at the end of February. And our agency audit is scheduled for the first week of March. So what was sent to you, what was emailed to you, the financials that were emailed to you was as of November. And once I close the books, I will finish up the December and email you the December financials. At the same time, sometime in the next week or the following week, Sea Oaks will also have an audit. Sea Oaks is a tax credit property, so it has its own audit. So that will also have a separate audit, and it'll have a separate report. That's all the information I have, unless you all have any questions.
Any questions for Super?
Is that a TDHCA or HUD audit, or is it one of the annual, just
It's
regular?
the agency is it's a annual, it's a private accounting firm.
Yeah, great.
And the tax credit is, of course, it's required by the investors.
Right. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Super.
Foundation. So I want to reintroduce Brenda Silva Barber. Last time she was with you all, she was the FSS coordinator. Now she is our resident services director. So she got a promotion. Congratulations, Brenda. And she's going to provide us an overview of what the foundation's been doing.
Good morning, board members.
Good morning.
I will give you some highlights on what's been going on with the HATC Foundation. So as you all may know, there's been ongoing programs already like the farmers market, some craft activities, nutrition classes, and daily bus passes for those residents that are in need to go to medical appointments or work, school, anything related to their self-sufficiency or any essential errands. The town hall meetings are still ongoing. I had the opportunity to go to all of those last week and this week. And shout out to Maynard. They really come out and show up, and they really care about their property. So that was really nice to see. Some initiatives that I've been working on for the HATC Foundation, a scholarship prep and college readiness program to promote the HATC Foundation scholarship and hopefully get some high school seniors to apply this year. And what that consists of is just targeting, it's 55 high school seniors that are part of the HCV program and part of the HATC properties, and I sent them an individualized letter to all of them with some information on the scholarships that are available to Housing Authority residents, as well as the HATC Foundation scholarship. And I am happy to say that we already received some interest. In addition to that, the Shining Stars program, the youth incentive program for those students who are receiving AB honor roll or perfect attendance, we started promoting that recently a week ago, and we will promote it on the website this week. We already received about 15 report cards of those students who are excelling. So that's been really awesome to see. And upcoming, we are exploring more services for the residents that are financial classes with our awesome partnership with South State Bank, and also a mobile library to come out to the properties. We've already met with them, and they anticipate having availability later in the spring or summer. More nutrition classes and exploring on-site food pantries for the residents who are in need of, more food than what SNAP provides. And also exploring an after-school meal program for Eastern Oaks. And right now we're reviewing that application and seeing what we need. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Does the scholarship amount remain the same? I mean, I think initially when I came on the board, it was 2,000.
So it's 2,500 and then 7,000.
Okay.
And I think we're going to be discussing those amounts.
Which is a one-time scholarship?
That's correct. Yeah. So we initially only had it for the ACC. When we started, however, ACC now offers full scholarships to persons that have graduated locally. So we're going to shift the focus in terms of the amount to figure out how we capture those that obviously aren't covered through ACC or are going to a four-year institution. So we're kind of working through that. What's the appropriate actual number to target for that?
So just,
I mean, ideally, right, somebody who's going to go to a four-year institution would like to have 4 years of financial support.
That would be
that would
nice.
be great if you can do it. But I think they'll take it
Well,
regardless of, even if
I'm
it's
not,
1 year.
I'm not criticizing the policy. I'm just,
But I think, I think though that even if we get to a point where we do something like that, my experience has been that you want to revisit your criteria each year, right? If the criteria is one that you have to maintain a certain GPA, they need to show proof of that. I mean, it's not. And then my other question is, the funds for the scholarship, is it given to the individual or is it given to their school? Okay.
Those are 501c3 funds.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, their provisions, you could do it either way, but you would just have to do a 1099 if it went to the student. I was just curious.
Yes,
how it
ma'am.
was done.
It would go directly to the school.
Yeah.
What Noro and Prada both have
They do.
scholarships. And,
Yes.
and
THA also
I've been
does.
on the board for a while, and we've never had anybody to apply and proceed to that. And
Yes, sir.
I think that needs to be publicized more.
Yes,
And
so I did include that information in the packet that I sent to all the high school seniors. So they do have that information, and I let them know that if they need assistance applying for those scholarships, they can contact me and I can walk them through that process.
if you can highlight some of those kids that are excelling with high GPAs and push those through, because you're competing nationally, so it could benefit them also.
Yes, sir. Any other questions?
I'm very excited by the idea of the on-site food pantry. I think that that's critically important. Is that something that you're talking with any other community partner about, or it just says, can you tell us more about what the concept is that's under review?
Okay, sure. I don't mind. So we're, of course, have a great partnership with the Texas Food Bank. So we're speaking with them about what that would look like, and definitely at our properties, we want to make sure it's open to the community as well. So within that, we're trying to work with Texas Food Bank, who already has a plethora of already community partners. So they will be linking us up with partners that are already associated with them. So to answer your question, yes, we're going to make sure that when we have them on site, that other community partners that Texas Food Bank works with, we'll work together.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great, collaboration. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Brenda. And lastly, Cora will provide an overview of some of the professional development, organizational development activities with the organization.
Okay, great. Good morning. So you will see me for this fiscal year reporting on organizational development and human resources throughout fiscal year, which are all tied to our strategic plan. So we have divided those up into goals. So I'll just do the highlights. I know you have my report if you have any questions, but the things that I'm very excited about is, well, I am reviewing all job descriptions here, so that is something that I will do throughout the year. And just recently, I reviewed and we developed a resident service director position. As you can just see, we just made that promotion. So that was something that we felt really that would really benefit with the agency. That's really going to make us grow and expand. So again, just looking at all the job descriptions, just to make sure they align with the agency's mission, our strategic plan, and if there's any needed revisions. The other two main things we are doing, which I'm so proud to be with HATC, is staff development. That is a forefront that leadership here is looking into, and just on two different phases. from the year evaluations that are usually done in December, there has been some staff feedback that is wanting professional development. They're requesting it, like they want to grow in their position or grow with what that looks like. So from that feedback, and then maybe directors asking for maybe staff development, we're going to start developing an individualized professional, like executive coaching for them to grow in their position, for what that looks like. So that's phase one. And then two, I don't know if you've heard of Strength Finders. See some head nods. So we have a consultant coming in to do I think it's a don't quote me, but 6 to 8 week series for the whole entire staff. And we felt like that was the best platform to use if you haven't done Strength Finders. It's like a threefold. First of all, you identify the strengths of yourself individually, right? So then we all know what everybody's strengths are. Then second, then that really makes the team work together. Whatever my strength is, maybe it might not be what Mr. Howard is. So then we can collaborate together, and it makes more team collaboration. And then number three, it just makes more productivity for the agency. So Strength Finders has that threefold that we feel is really aligned with the agency. So I'm really excited. The kickoff is going to be in February for staff. Maybe they don't know yet, but maybe they're hearing it for the first time that we're going to be doing Strength Finders for this fiscal year. So those are my highlights from the report. I don't know if you have any other questions.
Any other questions?
Bodo, thank you.
Thank you, Clark.
That brings us to discussion item C, board reports. Starting with the executive committee. I don't think the executive committee has anything to report.
And just for clarity, the council suggested that we provide a description on our agendas going forward about what those committees would discuss, if anything. So that's why you see it there now.
It's very helpful.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, the council? Who's the council?
Charlie Zeck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
I couldn't say his name, but
General
I guess
counsel.
Charlie. Who's on the line, by the way.
Turning to real estate committee, is there anything to report?
We
from
will
our
be,
real estate committee?
we would be discussing, we did have a meeting, and I think several of the items that we discussed is on the TCFC agenda, so we'll cover those.
Wonderful. Governance committee, anything to report from the governance committee? I don't think we should do this early in the year, but an HR committee.
I'm in receipt of an email about the renewal for the CEO's contract, and I need to talk to Commissioner Roberts. But I think we'll work towards drafting something for the larger board to look at.
Fantastic, thank you. And do we still have sorry for the silly question, but the 50th anniversary committee, is that still?
Yeah, the final report is basically we had 16 total sponsors, 6 of them were diamond, 1 was gold, and 3 were silver, and 6 were bronze. Approximately income of $20,000 for tickets and sponsorship. So it was well worth the effort. And of course, we had 150 people to attend, and residents as well as participants from other portions, which was about 30 of those individuals. Our guest speaker, Mark Steele, did an excellent job, and he's happy. He posts his stuff next night or the same night on Facebook and LinkedIn with regards to that. So it's we got national exposure on that. And of course, we had the invocation for those that didn't attend, for residents that came before the program and had some of those highlight moments, as well as one of our former retirees that had worked here for about
years.
18 years.
18
Okay,
years.
long time. And of course, we gave her name is Annette Hodge. She's getting in age now, but she did a good job. And of course, we displayed the timeline of the 50th anniversary, and there's a lot of mementos that you got from that, and we appreciate the staff for taking care of all of that. And it was a success, in my opinion, and next time we do another 50, we hope we'll do better.
Well, I'll tell you, that would be a hard act to follow. Sorry. That would be a hard act to follow to do better than what you did. So it was a fantastic job.
It was a great success. Thank you.
That's all I have.
I think now we can go back to agenda item 3.
The public hearing, yes, and Summer is on the line. If Kevin, you can just bring her up.
Hey, Summer.
You muted?
So Summer, we're at the
I am.
public hearing now.
You just turned it off.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. I don't know, Patrick, do you want to go through and have the public hearing part of it where we, offer folks to speak if they would like to, if anyone's there. I don't know if anyone's there in person to talk.
So Chair, if you could just read the public hearing, and then Summer can provide some context for those that are interested in understanding.
So, agenda item 3, public hearing, consideration and possible action regarding resolution number HATC 2026-01, which is to authorize 1. Travis County Facility Corporation Multifamily Housing Tax Exempt Revenue Bonds, Belmont Apartments, Series 2026A. 2. Travis County Facility Corporation Multifamily Housing Taxable Revenue Bonds, Belmont Apartments, Series 2026B. 3. Travis County Facility Corporation to approve authorizing the bonds. 4. Travis County Facility Corporations to approve authorizing its participation in the Belmont Apartments transaction. And 5. And other matters in connection therewith.
And if you would just open up the public hearing and then close it.
Of course. So it is 10:27, and I am opening up the public hearing. Do I need...
You just open it for a few minutes, and then if Summer can provide some context, because obviously it relates to the agenda item for resolution. So Summer, if you want to go ahead and explain now, we can tie the two together.
Right. And then this will also carry into some of the agenda items on the Travis County Facilities Corporation agenda as well. So this is the Belmont Apartments, which you guys should be familiar with. We've been kind of back and forth to you several times on this item. This is a 4% low-income housing tax credit transaction in partnership with the NRP Group. It's about 350 units. They will all be 60% of area median income or less that they will be serving in terms of residents. It will have a pool, a fitness center, courtyard, dog park. It will be new construction of Class A quality. This is a project where you guys are not only issuing bonds, and this will be your first time as a bond issuer. That's why by law, we have to have the housing authority authorize the bonds that the PFC is issuing. So every time we have a bond project from here on out, we'll have kind of a two-step process. One where we will be approving the bonds and approving the transaction at the housing authority level, but then also approving the project and the issuance of the bonds at the PFC level. So that's why we're here. Normally, we're not in the with our projects that don't have bonds. We don't necessarily have to come to the housing authority every time for those projects. So in connection with the project, not only are we getting the affordable units, but the economic impact for the Housing Authority through the PFC will be 1% of the bond, principal amount of the bonds that are issued in a fee. That's approximately $630,000 for this project. Also, you will share in the developer fee. You'll get 40% of the developer fee, 25% of the sales tax savings. That is in connection with your participation in the project as the general contractor. When you are the general contractor, and then you will turn around and subcontract all of the rights and obligations of the general contractor to a prime subcontractor. But by having you involved in the transaction, the project will enjoy a sales tax exemption. You will recapture 25% of that, or approximately 25%. I believe you all do $1,500 per unit, which comes out to approximately 25%. So that's another influx of cash flow for you. And then on an ongoing basis on the project, you'll share in 50% of the net cash flow after the payment of debt service and other fees. And then also same thing goes for a sale or refinancing of the project. If they do decide to sell the project, then you would be entitled to 50% of the net proceeds. So that's really it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Thank you, Summer. Do we have any questions?
I should.
Anyone? Is there?
Go ahead and open up for public hearing, and then I'll have one more thing to add.
Okay. I'll go ahead and open up for public hearing. Did we have a sign-up sheet, or is anyone here to speak to the board about this resolution number? Summer, you said you had one more thing to talk to us about?
I just want to make sure that it's clear, and I think that generally speaking that you all know this, but I know we do have a new board member, and I know she's been brought up to speed on some of our projects, but in connection with this project, and as with most of your projects, you'll be owning the land, and in this case, serving as the general partner in the tenant entity. So you're going to own the land outright through the facilities corporation, and then you'll lease that land under a long-term lease to a development partnership, of which the PFC will be the general partner. And that's in order to bring about a property tax exemption for the project. So I just wanted to make it clear that this project will have a property tax exemption as well.
I think it'd be appropriate to close the public hearing.
Well, with that, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 10:32. That brings us to agenda item 6, action item, which is resolution number HATC 2026-01 to authorize Travis County Facility Corporation's multifamily housing tax exempt revenue bonds for Belmont Apartments Series 2026A, Travis County Facility Corporation multifamily housing taxable revenue bonds, Belmont Apartments Series 2026B, Travis County Facility Corporation to approve authorizing the bonds, Travis County Facilities Corporation to approve authorizing its participation in the Belmont Apartments transaction, and other matters in connection therewith. So now this is the action item for what we just spoke about.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you want to add about this project, Summer?
There is not.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions or discussion? If not, I will entertain a motion for resolution number HATC 2026-01.
I move that we accept resolution number HATC 2026-01.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? Okay, that passes by unanimous vote. Item number 7, executive session. Is there any reason to go into executive session today? Hearing none, we'll go to item 8, adjournment, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn our meeting.
So moved. Second.
Okay, moved and seconded.
Oh, you second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay, we are adjourned at 10:34.